Right, well, I've got Snooker on at the moment, so it's a bit daunting at the moment, a daunting task. Basically I want to clear this board because I'm sick of looking at it, I really am. Because the next stage is using my diodes. Now I really want to use the 2 channels. I want to use 2 of these sections for the output AC waveform, so I'm going to stick these chips on here for now because I can't be asked to go looking to see where they all go. I mean, I've got areas to store them, like, but I just want to get all this thing cleared up because I'm just tired. Plus I can't clean the breadboard very well when it's full of components, and it wants a good dust as well. So nothing really spectacular happening right now. I just want to get rid of all this clutter. Sorry about the noise. I forgot the microphone was over there. Yeah, I'm sticking them all in this anti-static foam. All the microchips anyway. Actually I'm gonna... What's that one? Not the 182. I'm going to stick these transistors in here as well. I just want to start with a clean slate. I know that's a regulator. I'm not going to need that. Not for AC switching. I might actually use this MOSFET. That was in there, pretty tough. I might actually use this MOSFET to do the switching. I don't know yet. I'm deciding, made my mind up. I think I'm going to stick it in the foam for now because of the protection static. I'll stick that in there. Everything will be out. All the semiconductors. Oh, actually there's that transistor as well. I just want to get all the semiconductors off here because I am sick of looking at it. I mean, now I've got the circuit board built, which is down here. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I can basically get things cleaned up a bit now. Of course, nowhere to put anything. I'll just put that there a minute. My non-polo, I've got to go in this other bag. Any more capacitors? No, I think I've got all the main ones. So, yeah, right. Resistor box, where are you? This is where I stick on my homeless resistors, and it's better than chucking them all in the bottom of a tray and then trying to sort through them all, because it keeps all the bars, all the coloured codings pointing straight up so I can find stuff more easily. I'm really not looking forward to this, to be honest with you, but I've got to strip down, I've got to take off the circuit board that I originally had on here for doing the drag cancellation, because that's going to be obsolete when I get the new circuit built. Actually, I'm going to stick all these wire links in a pot somewhere. Let me find, I've got a pot somewhere. Oh, here we are. A noodle thingamajig that I can stick them all in. Right. No, that's going to block the view, so I'll stick it over there. This green LED, I wonder if it still works, because these go faulty, you know. I've had a few of these go bad on me. They actually run on 12 volts though, so it might not work with this meter. Oh, it still works. Okay, that's a good thing. I think I'll stick that. I've got an LED container, I'm going to stick that in the other room. Actually grab these green, yellow. These are old stock stuff. These are very inefficient actually, these old ones. Is that the new one? That's the new red one, yeah. I think I'll hang on to the red LED. I'll stick it over here. I might need it. The yellow ones are completely useless. They're not very bright. 30-year-old LEDs. They're not as good as the new ones. Surprising, really. Most technology gets better, but a lot of technology gets worse. Right, I'm just going to stick these in my Opto box. So good to get this cleared up. I think I'll stick my germanium diodes in here as well, because that's pretty much where the others are. So very expensive germanium diodes now. I forgot what this diode was. Right. I don't think you can see it, but it's a pure glass one. And I thought to myself the other day, that's a varicap diode. That's what we used to use for FM modulation. They're very, very rare now, probably, and probably very expensive, because I used to be able to get them quite easily. I don't know about now. I haven't looked. But varicap diodes, basically, they produce a capacitance based on the voltage across them. Very useful for in the picofarad range, because they're not very strong. They're only in a few picofarad. Can't remember what that one is now. You can actually measure it on the meter as well. It actually tells you the capacitance, but it's not very accurate because it depends on the voltage that the meter's producing. So each meter might be slightly different, so you get a different capacitance reading, which is kind of interesting. There's probably a few resistors I'm sticking in here that I probably really need, but I just want a clean slate, you know. Sometimes you just need to start fresh. Because if I start leaving stuff in here, it's never going to get completely cleaned off. And when I take all the components out, I can start to brush it and dust it off, because it is a bit dusty. What now? My frigging computer's going to sleep again. Well, I was going to watch some snooker, but I'm talking too much instead. Well, these capacitors can come out. I'll stick these in my component bin. I was getting this out, but it's stuck there pretty well. Trimmers, I'll stick these in here as well. There's not much room for trimmers in here. I've got some Zener diodes. I'll just stick them in here for now. Oh, these are my fusible resistors. My polyfuses. I'm going to stick them back in my thingamajig. I think that's the 100 milliamp one. Yeah. What else? Any more polyfuses? Oh, there's another one. You know, I've got to watch out I don't mix my 1N914s up with my Zener diodes, because that can be very confusing. I think that's a 1N914. No, it's a Zener. That's a 4.7 volt Zener, and I need one, so actually I'm going to stick that one right in this top left hand corner, because I'm going to grab that when I need it. I just want to remember where it is. I think some of these components have been in and out of this so many times that the other day a leg fell off one. It got metal fatigue. That's what happens sometimes when you prototyping with the same things, and eventually I tried to reuse them and actually put them in components. That's why you saw me when I was rebuilding that circuit board. I was pulling them out of here and soldering them into the board, because I know for a fact some of them have been recycled that many times. As I said, I don't know that for a fact. There's another Zerner somewhere in here. I'll stick it next to it. That's probably it there. You know, I hate cleaning, tidying up the tidying up part. I mean, look at this resistor. I mean, I've had this for so long, the legs have gone all oxidised. Not shiny at all, they've just gone really dull. That needs to get put into service permanently at some point, because the legs are going to fall off it. I can tell by how discoloured the legs are. Because some of them have been left in the breadboard for a long time. Getting a bit crowded in here. So what are we doing today? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to build that circuit today or tonight. I don't know really. I'm just thought I'd go live since it was Sunday. Most people aren't really doing a lot on a Sunday. So maybe somebody will come in the chat. I've got the chat open at the moment, but it says nobody's watching, so well. I mind you, I did stop the video from playing. I thought, well, it will save bandwidth. I don't know if the chat works when the video's not playing. Well, it doesn't appear to. It still looks fully populated by the looks of it. Let's just move the scroll bar forward. Maybe I should let it play. It'll just get stuck. So I'll take all my jumpers out. I just really want a nice clean slate. Got some resistors with short legs, they're just going to go down the back. These trimmers can go in there. For now, I'm probably going to need. That's stuck in there pretty well. Zener or is it a diode? A normal diode, I can't remember. I like to put the Zeners together in here so I know. I'm just going to have to look under this thing because magnifying glass isn't quite making it. What are you? A bit of light on the subject. The writing's a bit faded. 6. Oh, C. It's not a 6, it's a C. 5V. 6. Oh, 9. 5V9. That's a Zener. It's basically 5.9 volt. So that could go right next to these other known Zeners, and then I'll any more resistors to come out. I've got a polyphia still here. Actually, I'll keep that one because I might need one. I'll stick it in here because I don't know why I missed that capacitor before. I was looking for capacitors, or I must have been blind or something. So, if I can get the circuit designed, if my design is going to pan out, then that basically means that whereas I'm using maximum torque to drive this thing, the circuit is basically the reverse of that, to minimise torque on the output, which is drag, so that we can switch in the coils at the appropriate time base. I know some of these links I should just leave them because I'll probably need them, but I just really want to clear it off completely because I'm going to brush it, and you can't brush it very well when you've got links, and some of them end up on the floor. These are connected to the tab, so I'm just going to lift them out. Right, they can all come out. And when I need these LEDs at some point, I'll stick them in here for now. There we go, it's clear. I don't think I've missed anything. And now it's clear, I can see all the crap that's on there. There was one point, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, I actually washed the whole thing, but then you've got to deal with the fact that it takes days for it to dry out, so I'm not going to do that. I don't fancy going to wait days for that to dry out. going to brush this in the bin actually. Because when it's full of components, you can't brush it very easily. That looks better. I must have had that thing since the 80s. I don't know if there's a date on it. Anyway, it was made by Altai GL36. It says model GL36. I might think still get them. Well, they're probably all Chinese now. Probably not, because they've put everybody else out of business. That's a sad state, really. I think I'm just going to get a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, because I've marked some things on here. Oh my god, that is quite... Alcohol will dry pretty quick. Tissue paper everywhere. I need to get some lint 3 cloth, that's what I need. I've blocked some holes up with tissue now. I've got some wire over here. Get that out. What is that? So, actually, I've got some cotton wool. That's probably... Oh, I don't know if that would be better. I'll try it. Yeah, the cotton wool. I'm just soaking it a bit. Quite mucky actually. A lot of muck coming off here. I think these all come out as well, because underneath they're all screwed in. You can just undo the screws and the whole thing, they all pop out. I don't want to go there. Don't need to go that far. I think that's clean enough. Yep. At least the cotton wool didn't come off like the tissue paper did. tissue paper was rolling up everywhere, but the cotton wool was not so bad. Right. Jesus, I look at this preview on YouTube, it's miles up, yeah. It says there's one viewer, but I don't see how that can be. It must be myself, I must be looking at myself. So anyway, now I've got a nice clean slate, because we're going to have AC on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the terminal post for AC. So this top one is going to be AC from one set of coils or something. Actually, I hate it when they use shed tracks, really. I mean, these middle ones are the shed between this section and that section, which is really annoying. They should have 2 rows down here, really. Anyway, it'd be alright. Trouble is, they're all black for the. I need a different coloured wire for the green. So I'm gonna put that one on there. Actually, I'll just stick it in that one. I'll find another colour for the green. What can I use for green? I can use this pink wire. So I don't expect too much today, but I'm just trying to push myself to get this started, because you know the hardest part really of starting a new project is just basically getting started, you know. This wire's a bit loose. It's thinner wire. So I've been working out this circuit. So what I've decided to do is go half wave temporarily. It's just to build a half wave. Part first, then switch, then add the second of the other half of the wave. That will make it full wave. Because if I build it all together and there's a problem, it's going to complicate things and give me a headache. So I don't suppose you could see that too well. That camera's not so good. Yeah, it's foggy. Anyway, so I've got to strip all the existing AC secondary off the generator. The primary driver circuit, that's all this board, all on here now, so that's separate, because I'm building a completely different secondary switching circuit, so I'm not going to use the existing one that I made before, so that's going to come off there. So I've got to desolder the wires and remove all that lot, and I'm probably going to sort these wires out on the coils, because the the coils themselves, I'm worried that the wires are going to start snapping off. They probably will do if I don't do something about it, so those are going to have to get popped out. And tidied up a bit. And I want to put some thicker connection wires from there. I might put some solder tags on like I did with these other coils. Where I put copper strips and put the wires on so I can just solder straight to them. Then I don't have to worry about wires breaking off. So the round ones, I might do the same with those. I just have to decide what to do. Yeah. What's the next phase? Well, I think that's to strip that, tidy all this secondary stuff up. I'll put my breadboard to one side now, it's clean and ready to go, because every time I looked at it before it was a nightmare, and I'm thinking, oh god, I'm never going to get this started. But at least I've started clearing that off, so it's a fresh slate, a clean slate. And I'm not feeling that enthusiastic today. But on the good side, at least this driver circuit is working really well, and I'm happy about that. This thing turns so easy. There's very little cogging on here at all. Don't know how easy it is to, but you see how much this bends. I can't grip on anything. Oh, there's a hole there. There's a thing in there. Right, you see how it bends. I can just. It bends a bit and then it turns. So you see how little force is required to turn this thing. Really. Anyway. So if you're watching, type something in the chat or something, because then it'll let me know you're there, because I don't know if I'm just, it says one watching, I don't know if that's me or someone else. Just say hello. Otherwise I'm going to disappear, because there's no point being here right now, because I could just as well do this on tomorrow when everybody's at work. I'm going to unsolder this lot, these secondary coils. I've got an email, I don't know, let's see. Oh, Russ is live. Oh my god. RWG Research is live right now. I might go and check him out actually. I might disappear and go and watch Rust. He's been live since 21:50. That's about 15 minutes. He might still be live. Let's see what he's doing. I think he's drilling something. He's still alive. He's got no sound on, so yeah. So anyway, I'm not doing a lot right now, so I'll be back later when I've got to unsolder all these wires. So it's boring. I'm not doing any tests at the moment, so yeah, just a little update on what we're going to be doing next really, is building the secondary switching circuits, and that's basically all. So yeah, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to see what Russ is doing. I'll be back later.